just when you thought David Wheeler could not get more busted. Here we go. This guy supposedly shot up the school at Sandy Hook.
Death toll could have been much higher. That when Adam Lanza shot himself as police arrived, he still had a huge quantity of bullets left for his high-powered weapons.
So the cops show up, but the third guy there is raising some eyebrows. He's never handled a rifle before, and he spends the whole day ducking, looking away, ducking the TV cameras. He's going to check this TV camera again to see if we're still pointed at him. Yep, we're still pointed at you, Sloppy Sniper. There's Sloppy Sniper running around Newtown the day of the shooting.
How did you know you were going to be okay?
And here he is on ABC News, carrying his rifle upside down by the magazine, looking away from the TV camera on CNN. Sees us, looks away. Okay? He's never handled a rifle before Newtown. In my first video, I showed you how this guy, Sloppy Sniper in the middle there, New York Post, shows up on the Houston Chronicle. Same photo, CNN, same photo, City News Toronto, same photo, Connecticut Post. Here's the photo. This is a Hartford Courant McClatchy Tribune photo of the Three Musketeers. That's Sloppy Sniper in the middle. Unfortunately, Sloppy Sniper looks exactly like this guy. Who's this guy? David Wheeler, the father of a slain child. It turns out David Wheeler played two roles at Newtown. On your left, Sloppy Sniper, role number 1. On your right, grieving father of a dead child, role number 2. 2 roles at Sandy Hook. How do I know David Wheeler is a Hollywood actor? Well, we have clips from his Hollywood movie. In fact, we have the whole movie online. His movie was called Faithful, and it was released in 2001. There's David Wheeler brandishing a revolver. So after Sandy Hook, David Wheeler hits the Gun Grab Road Show. Starts popping up on 60 Minutes, boo-hooing about his fake dead kid.
We lost our son Benjamin to an unstable, suicidal individual who had access to a weapon that has no place in a home.
So the Wheelers hit the Gun Grab Road Show, hit all the talk shows. Here they are on Rachel Maddow. You see the wife there, Francine Wheeler? Francine Wheeler, who'd she work for? She worked for Maureen White, the DNC National Finance Chair. Maureen White was also the finance chair for the Hillary Clinton for President campaign. So these are high-level DNC connections for the Wheelers. Here's Obama with Maureen White and her husband, Stephen Ratner. Ratner is Obama's car czar. So Obama pops up in Hartford, picks up the Wheelers on Air Force One, and flies them down to D.C.
On board Air Force One, 12 families who lost loved ones in the Newtown shooting. They had come to Washington to meet with lawmakers to get new gun control measures.
So Obama flies the crisis actors from Newtown down to Andrews Air Force Base to lobby Congress against guns. In pink, Francine Wheeler. Blue shirt, that's David Wheeler. Obama is sideways up there in the doorway. So they disembark here in D.C. to scam the American people out of their firearms, and they spend the day lobbying Congress.
We went to Washington, and we met over the course of a little over 48 hours with over a quarter of the entire United States Senate. Individually.
The Senate, of course, does not know these are phonies. This whole thing is a scam. It's a fraud. This whole thing is treason. In my Newtown Nuke video, I showed you clips from David Wheeler's movie. Here he is, Hollywood actor David Wheeler, losing his hair in 2001. David Cole Wheeler in his movie Faithful. There he is with a revolver to his head. So Wheeler turns out to be a Hollywood actor playing the fake parent of a fake dead kid. And Wheeler's other role, Sloppy Sniper, wears Army surplus. He doesn't say FBI. There's no FBI or any agency badge on him. His buddies have it, but he doesn't. Also, you'll notice these other guys. They know how to handle the rifle. They're carrying the rifle pointed at the ground for safety, in case it goes off. What does Wheeler do? Sloppy Sniper runs around, brandishing his rifle upside down by the magazine. He carries this thing pointed behind him by the magazine, ready to blow away the TV crew. Sloppy Sniper pops up everywhere. all over Fox News, all over mainstream TV, even the O'Reilly Factor.
Defeated, deflated, outraged, sickened, disgusted. It's just something.
And the worst part of it is, we can't do anything about it. There's nothing we can do.
Who's that walking behind O'Reilly and Geraldo on the O'Reilly Factor? It's David Wheeler, sloppy sniper. There he goes in the middle up the school driveway, carrying the gun by the magazine pointed behind him back at the TV crew. Justice with Judge Janine.
Millions of children across America head back to school.
It was very easily penetrated.
Right.
So he's able to access the school.
Here's a couple Hartford Courant photos. Who's that? Who's that in the middle? Hartford Courant photo on Fox News. The blue photo, Wheeler and his blue buddies. And who's this? Carrying it upside down by the magazine with the sling swinging off the gun, waiting to yank it out of his hand. That's Wheeler and sloppy sniper on the Sandy Hook Elementary School driveway. Come back later. Check out the comparison. Compare the angle of their nose, their upper lip, their mouth, their chin. It's the same guy. It's David Wheeler. Now, last time I busted David Wheeler in the Newtown Nuke footage coming down the school driveway, wrestling down his green SWAT helmet. Okay? So as Wheeler walks down the school driveway, as he's going to pass through that green studio gate. Okay, it's halfway up the driveway. They've set up a temporary gate. He's going to come from the top of your screen down Dickinson Drive towards that corner onto Riverside Road. The corner, all the media and TV cameras, they're all gathered around this school sign at the corner. So as he comes down, you're going to spot him in back. Okay, arms in the air, pushing his helmet down, pushing it forward, down over his sunglasses to disguise himself. Here comes Wheeler, in back, behind the flashing car, pulling on the helmet strap, pushing it forward, pushing the helmet forward, switches sides, pushes it forward. Now he looks around. Did anyone see me do that? Okay, we're going to see this again in a minute. Shrimpy's leading the pack up front, the little guy, and Wheeler's walking normally in back now. Okay, so still frames. What's Wheeler doing? He's cramming this helmet down over his sunglasses, pushing it forward from the back, switches sides, and pushes it forward from the other side. Why? Well, then he looks around to see who saw him. Okay, why is he doing this? Well, he does not want to be recognized by the TV camera, pulling the strap, pulling the other side of the strap. Pressing down on it, now pushes it forward, switches sides, pushes it forward. Starts looking back. Who saw me do that? Scans the area. Did anybody see me do that? Who saw me do that? Nobody saw, Dave. You fooled us all. Until now. You fooled everybody. So I already showed you this in part 2 of my video. But it gets worse, folks. There's the studio gate back there. See that fluorescent gate? Yeah. Okay. And we know he did it because somebody took this photograph. Okay? They snapped him and caught him doing what I just showed you. So Sloppy Sniper got busted. Now, I lied to Carl Gallups on the radio. I told him it's not possible to get any more busted than that.
Carl, someone said we got to invent a new word to describe how busted this guy is. It's not possible to get any more busted than he is.
Yeah, it's just not. It is not possible to be any more busted than this David Wheeler is, and Barry Soetoro Esquire did it. Now you see why Barry uses a pseudonym.
But it turns out it is possible to get even more busted than what you've just seen. David Wheeler manages to bust himself even worse on live TV. ABC News was broadcasting live all day as Sandy Hook happened. That's right, Dave. You managed to bust yourself worse.
And we are back now at Newtown Middle School for the special edition of This Week. Our joined by our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas.
So on ABC, Stephanopoulos shows us the same photo we've been looking at all along from the New York Post and all those publications. But let's get back to Wheeler busting himself. Even worse on ABC News. Here we go. As Wheeler comes down the school driveway, passes through the green studio gate on his way down, what does he do? We're about to see him duck behind that guy. Ready? On live ABC News, live TV. Here we go.
The Lanza family, the mother who was the kindergarten teacher. And Jim, we reported this earlier. Stick with us here because this school seemed to be doing everything right.
So here comes Wheeler, screwing with his helmet in the back. He thinks he has he ducks. He thinks he has a moment to get organized. Sloppy sniper ducks. Now watch. That's Shrimpy up front. Over his shoulder, you'll see Wheeler screwing with his helmet, with his chin straps and wrestling with the helmet. And then Wheeler realizes the TV camera's got him, so he better duck. Ready? Slow-mo. Wheeler puts the helmet on back there. And now you're going to see his hands come up. His hands come up. He's screwing with this. He ducks. He doesn't. He needs time to get organized. Closer in. He puts the helmet on. Here comes. He's putting the helmet on right there. He puts the helmet on up top. Now what does he do? He starts trying to attach it and pull it down. He ducks behind that guy. He knows where these TV cameras are. Here's a reverse. He pops back up. Okay, that's reversed. All right. He is just. Then he takes the helmet off in reverse. Okay, this is running backwards. All right. And what do we notice? See that bald scalp? We'll get to that in a second. He's looking at the helmet there, trying to figure it out. Okay, here we go. Forwards. Open the gate. Trying to get organized. He's going to slap the helmet up on top of his head. Starts screwing with the strap and ducks. Okay, one more time. Screwing with the helmet, slaps it onto his head. He's screwing with the strap, ducks. Okay, he dives behind the car. He dives behind that guy. There's his right hand pulling the strap. There's Wheeler's left hand pulling the strap. Okay? And again, I showed you this photo. Somebody snapped a photo while he was screwing with the helmet. Okay? So what do we have? Well, we got Shrimpy leading the pack. Over Shrimpy's shoulder, you will spot Wheeler. So look for Shrimpy and then look over his shoulder. Here we go again. Comes out. There's Shrimpy up front. Now just watch over the shoulder. You see Baldy with the sunglasses on back there. Slap the helmet up on his head. He's in a hurry because this TV camera's pointing out he can see these cameras. And he ducks. He needs time to get organized and disguise himself. He needs time to cram this thing down. Okay? His hands come up. Where's there they are. There's his hands. In a hurry, in a hurry. You better duck. Get organized. Cram that helmet down before we see you. Okay? He's caught on live TV. Bang. Bang. He is busted. Now we notice Wheeler's bald head back there while he screws with the helmet. There's his bald scalp. Here's another frame. There's his bald scalp with sunglasses on, okay? How is Wheeler bald? I mean, last time the shills were saying, hey, wait a minute, look at Wheeler's publicity photo. He's got a beautiful head of hair. He keeps showing up at Bucknell University to talk to the students. Showed up at Kutztown University. There's their Facebook page. They ran his publicity photo there.